How's it going, everyone? So just gonna do. Haven't really done one. We may have done one a few years ago when we kind of first begun the channel, but we've not actually done like a proper channel update and spoke about the channel. And I want to start taking this a little bit more seriously than just finishing and uploading a video, playing a game, uploading a video. I want to take it a bit more serious now. So I just want to really go over what's kind of coming for the channel, kind of this year and moving forward. So we'll start off with kind of what's been the main focus. So we'll start off with the past and we'll move on to the present. So for the most part, the channel has been so to start off from the very start, the channel was kind of like mostly survival games, early access, things like that. And I kind of hit a point. In fact, no, way before that, we did like series of like me just making up scenarios in GTA. And then we moved on to like Hello Neighbor, if anyone remembers that, one of the most successful videos on the channel. Was just like random funny clips from that game. But then I got to a point where I was like, I kind of want to, I love games. I want to play games. So I started instead to just do Let's Plays. And we did start off with mostly like survival games like The Forest, Subnautica, things like that. But this channel has been going for a few years now. And when I first started, those games weren't finished. So it kind of hit a point where you're kind of at this crossroads where I can continue playing this, but I'm just going to be building stuff up pointlessly. Which is essentially, if you've watched my reaction to Day Before, essentially what I say is about all the early access games that have a lot of content. I mean, obviously that's changed now, and we will revisit those games at some point. And then because of that, I moved on to like your AAA storyline games, Let's Plays. And that just suited me better. Now, the only caveat to that is just traditional form Let's Plays don't get a lot of views until you hit a certain threshold. So what I started doing instead is we started doing like Ghost of Tsushima and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We did lots of tutorial videos, and those tutorial videos is really what has kind of gave the channel a growth spike. So the channel kind of jumped from like 350 subscribers to I think we're on 522 now. And that's purely, well, not purely, because the Let's Play videos have done quite well. But that spike was kind of, it was a lot faster. Instead of like going at normal speed, by doing those videos, we went at like 5 times speed. But that's not to say that we'll step away from Let's Plays. That is traditionally what this channel is going to be about. But, like I said, I want to start taking it a bit more seriously now. So I think, firstly, the focus that we're on. So I've actually written down a bunch of stuff to talk about today. So firstly, what the channel is going to be focusing on, I need to get a schedule. If a lot of you who are watching this channel, you may notice that if you're quite indulged into a series, if there's a few series going on at the same time, you have no idea when that series will return. And that's my fault. It's kind of like, oh, I've got this video, let me quickly upload that and release that when I need a set schedule. So I'm going to get myself onto a set schedule. I don't have any further information on that yet because I'm currently making a list of games that we're going to play, games we've got recorded, and then we'll get the schedule all set up so that we can keep the videos coming at a decent value. Whether that means that we have like 3 videos per day or 2 videos per day. I am a bit worried about being too spammy with that. So maybe we'll do like 2 videos. I mean, it could work a lot. We do 2, 3 or something like that. But split days instead of every day. But yeah, the schedule is something that we're still working on. We've also released a Patreon. Now the Patreon is solely not to kind of help me monetarily. It is solely to reinvest in what we're doing here. So every ounce of money that comes from that Patreon is reinvested into the stream. The current goal for the stream, the YouTube channel, we'll get on to streaming after this one. Because I am looking at, I've got a goal on there to get a Go LXLR to help the audio. So that's kind of the first goal we've got through the Patreon. So if you do want to have a look, the link will pop up or you can find it down below for that. Go have a look. We've got a few tiers, some different things that you can get rewards from the different tiers. So any support given on that, I am very, very, very thankful for. Of course, if you can afford to give on that, don't worry about it. The content will always remain free. The Patreon, as I've said in the Patreon video, it is just there for people that want to give some extra support. And then we'll move on. So these are some brief ones before we get into the kind of the games. Live streaming. Now, most of you, because I think we did have a bit of growth spurt from this, I actually, beginning of 2021, mostly swapped to live streaming instead of releasing uploads. So we released uploads, but they were of cuts of the stream. So if you've been watching the Final Fantasy VII series, which is doing quite well on the channel, you'll notice that that was all me live streaming. It was a split stream between Twitch and YouTube. I'm going to solely focus on YouTube now when it comes to streaming. We're not going to go on Twitch. Solely focus on YouTube. Seems a lot of people are coming across, so I feel like it's a good move to put all of our things on that. I think I want to try and focus it on games that I'm not too interested in, but I still want to play. We'll need to schedule off, which will fall back into the schedule plan, some time to get around to doing that. I'd also like to try and grow this into a community, so having like community nights and stuff where we play multiplayer games. If you go check out the Patreon, there are some of the tiers there that you can actually have like first come first serve when it does come to the community nights. But like I said, we're going to solely focus on YouTube when it comes to live stream now. One, for quality issues, and two, just to keep all the content in the same place at the end of the day. And then upgrading, like I mentioned, we've got the Go XLR. Let me get those words out. I've recently just bought a new microphone. I've bought a capture card, so we can do the PlayStation videos in a lot better quality now. So hopefully that's looking much better for you all. And then the other thing that I got, we got a Rift, which I suppose isn't an upgrade. It's just something to push the content further. And that's a whole other subgenre of gaming that we haven't experienced, which we'll get into those games later on. In fact, there's one I've just realized I haven't mentioned that I do want to have a look at. In fact, two. And then the next one I put down was community, which I've already mentioned when it comes to multiplayer, but I do want to build this into a community as opposed to just people that watch the videos. I want us to be able to chat to each other. If you haven't looked at our description, we do have a Discord link. I've got some channels and everything there now. So if you do want to go check that out, just go down below and click join down there. Okay. So that's kind of a brief overcap of some things. Now to the games. So I've actually got some trailers that we're going to play whilst we're doing this. So let's swap that. So if we hide this. So this is like the season pass, but we're mostly focusing on Wrath of the Druids here. So Wrath of the Druids is actually coming out the end of this month. I'm really making a push to get Assassin's Creed Valhalla finished now, the main story. I think we're pretty close. We should get it wrapped up just in time for the DLC. But this is a definite play for us. You can bet your damn butts we're going to have tutorial videos for this from day one. So I hope you look forward to that. It should give another good spike to the channel because the Valhalla tips videos did extremely well. In fact, I think actually Ghost of Tsushima is probably the best one, but it's just done extremely well on the channel. And with those tutorial videos, the Let's Play alongside it has also boosted it essentially. So it's really connected really well. So yeah, we'll definitely be doing Wrath of the Druids, which I believe will take us to Ireland. So that'll be good fun. And then we do have some other games we've got to talk about. So I've basically bolded the games that we're definitely playing. I have played Mass Effect 1 fully, and then the other ones I actually never finished. So this will technically be my first time playing the Mass Effect games through fully. So we'll be picking this up for definite. We'll be playing the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I could be incorrect, but I am right in thinking that 4 doesn't come with this. This is just the first 3. That's fine. I do own 4. I did buy it. I think we tried to play it on the channel, but early on the game had so many issues that we kind of just stopped. But yeah, we'll be returning to the Mass Effect series. which I'm stoked for. This will be a long running one because this is all those games back to back, and we'll be playing all of them. So I hope you're looking forward to that. Some nice 4K textures and stuff, the nice graphical upgrades. Probably won't be 100%. We won't rush it. We'll take our time with it, but it won't be 100% playthrough like we tried with The Witcher, because I don't want another 3-year running series on the channel. But we'll try as much as possible. So Mass Effect 3 and over 40 DLC. Yeah, so it is just the 3 games. That's fine, because like I said, I do own the other one, so it's okay that it's just the 3. But yeah, I'm very excited to play this on the channel. I've kind of put this into the new game category because, I mean, technically, it is technically a new game. It's upgraded. And then, in fact, I've already booked the time off work to get this game pumped out as soon as possible for you all. Resident Evil 8 Village. We have played Resident Evil 7 and 2 and 3 for the remakes on the channel. So if you haven't checked them out, a little pop-up in the top corner now. We can go check those out. But yeah, we'll be playing this from day one. Be pumping this out as fast as possible because I love these games. I gobble them up like you wouldn't believe. So I believe this one will be about like vampires and stuff. This is a... And then obviously we've got Madame. I can't remember her last name. Who everyone... There she is. Who everyone's all excited to meet. So this will be a fun one to play. And like I said, day one on the channel, this bad boy will be out. So you've all got that to look forward to. If you haven't seen, like I said, top right corner now, you can go ahead and give the other ones a watch. Resident Evil 7, they actually link. So yeah, if you haven't watched our series of Resident Evil 7, I do recommend go do that now because it's the same character in Resident Evil 8. So go ahead and give that a little look. Just so you can see how our playthrough went.
Someone please tell me what the hell is going on here.
This is the launch game, so it feels like it's probably a lot of sense to play this because I feel like this is going to be the launch game. It's not the launch game. What am I on about? But it's the game that they've been hyping up a lot. Like, of all the PlayStation 5 games we've had come out, this is the one they've been fully hyping. This is the first one I believe we saw a trailer for when it came to PS5 gameplay. So we'll be picking this up. I've just realised I've not been saying when these games are coming out. So when I'm doing the editing process, I'll put little things that pop out to you when the games are coming out. So the new releases we'll be playing as they come out. We'll get to some older games soon, which will kind of be like, I'll decide, or we'll decide as a community. Maybe we'll do a poll. In fact, no, on our Patreon, we have a poll. We have polls for the older games, so you can decide which ones we're going to play next. So if you are a supporter, have a look at the tiers. The lowest tier is £1 per month, which so it comes to £12 per year, which if you can afford that, that's fantastic. And you'll be able to vote on the next games that we play. But yeah, we'll be playing Ratchet and Clank's A Rift Apart. Look forward to this one. It's got like just like a Pixar movie, isn't it? Which, speaking of Pixar movie, is Kena Bridge of Spirits State of Play. Oh, State of Play trailer. What am I on about? Why am I saying that? This truly is like a Disney movie, and those things are freaking adorable. So yeah, we're playing this. I believe this game comes out in August. It looks fun. It looks fun. I'm kind of hoping it's like the closest thing we'll get to the original Ni no Kuni, because I love that game. I absolutely adore the Ni no Kuni game. Ni no Kuni 2, we started to play it on the channel, but we kind of give up. That's on another list. But yeah, I'm very excited for this one. This one should be a good game. I mean, look at those graphics. It just looks a good game, doesn't it? The combat actually looks quite fun. It is literally like a Disney movie. So I believe the games that we've gone over so far, potentially of the year if it does come out, and that is Horizon Zero Dawn, The Forbidden West. For me, this is For me, this, so anything by Naughty Dog, this, and God of War are console sellers. These are games that if you want, obviously this could come out on PC as well, so hold on if you're not too sure. But for me, if you are someone that really wants to play this, the Horizon series is a console seller. People will buy a PlayStation 5 just to play the Horizon series because it is that good. It is fantastic. And this, like I said, this is between this and God of War, depending, because we don't know, but they're both slated for 2021. We don't have an official date yet. They're my two most anticipated games of this year. So, I mean, playing as Aloy again, it's just going to be awesome, isn't it? Game is going to be incredible. I just do hope it comes out this year. But I've got a feeling that God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn are both going to be delayed until 2022. Just gaming isn't looking the best this year. But at least we've got some kind of things coming up that does interest us. So we can... keep the content going on the channel, you know?
Until it destroys us.
It looks so good.
If I falter.
And then this week, if they hadn't delayed it, yeah, Far Cry 6. The Far Cry series is just a good time. That's what they are. Ubisoft games. I know some people hate them, but for me, all Ubisoft games are a good time. You know, it's just fun. Just put it on. Carnage, destruction with actually fairly decent story. And that actor is fantastic. If any of you seen him in Mandalorian, he is amazing in that.
I have something for you, Diego.
A lot of people believe this was Vaz, but who knows what it's about though? Because like this kid, he kind of seems like obviously the father is well, not a good guy. So it's still confusing as to like the main story behind this game. I mean, it's probably out there now, but I'm going on the trailers. I'm trying to keep it kind of on the low because I don't want to ruin it too much. But yeah, this will be another one that we pretty much get an episode out on day one. And then the game that had the ending that made everyone go, what? Yep. God of War Ragnarok. I am excited as hell. I'm convinced this is a 2022 delay game though. This isn't coming out till like probably March, April, May time 2022 if I had to guess. Be another one where I'll be booking time off work. When Horizon and God of War get released, I'll be booking time off work to batch them out. So it'll be a day one game. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot to go on that one. Is when it loads up. Larian should give you a hint. No, it's not Divinity. It's Baldur's Gate 3. Now, I'm actually holding on. I'm not going to pick this game up. So this will actually be a 2022 release. Not going to pick this game up until it's out of early access. I want to enjoy it for the full content and for the full game of what it is. So we're going to hold on before playing this one until all the content is released. I've seen all the people playing like the early access version and it already looks incredible. So I'm very excited to play this one. This will be a very long series. As you know, if any of you played Divinity or anything like that, you know it's a very, very long game, but it's a very, very good game. So yeah, everyone's got that to look forward to. There's the Mind Flayer. Should be a good time. Should be a very good time in this game. All those different choices and stuff we had to make, so no one's playthrough will be all too similar, which is always good for like YouTube and stuff because it means you can watch it on multiple people's playthroughs. Okay, right. So that is kind of the new releases. That's the main ones I want to play. At the end of this video, I'll put like honorable mentions up. There'll probably be ones that I kind of throw into the poll on Patreon for you guys to decide which one you want me to pick up and which one you want me to play. Moving on to the older games now. So what we'll do is we'll just have stuff kind of pop up on the screen here instead of me showing the trailers for the older games. But the older games I wanted to play, the class is an older game. In fact, I've already started recording this. It's getting there. We're probably just over halfway. and that is the first VR game we're going to have on the channel, and that is Half-Life Alyx. Have actually stopped playing it for a few days now. Main reason is it was getting a little bit frustrating. I don't have a lot of room at the moment, so I'm having to move stuff around so I can make the most of the VR. But we'll be continuing that probably this weekend and get it all nice and wrapped up. Another one that I've been contemplating buying so much, but I'm still debating it. But I definitely want to play it. It's just a case of trying to fit it in. And that is Yakuza Like a Dragon. And it'll be the PlayStation 5 edition. And let me tell you, the reason that I'm an iron about it is just because at the end of the day, we've had Valhalla, really long running series. We've kind of recently only just wrapped up The Witcher, which was a really long running series. Final Fantasy VII is another long running series. So it just feels about having a lot of long running series on the channel at the moment. I know Yakuza Like a Dragon is probably a 50 to 60 hour game. So it is a very long running series again. So I feel like I want to throw in more quick fire ones. But they will definitely be squeezed in. And then first looks. So when it comes to the first looks games, what I mean by first look is we're going to do an episode of them. We're going to throw an episode out there, see if we enjoy it or not, and see if we want to continue as an actual series. 2 mentions here for ones I'm going to kind of speak about. First one is Hood, Outlaw and Legends. So that Robin Hood game that we've seen advertised a few times now. I do want to check that out. I think I'm right in saying that it is a multiplayer game. So that could be a fun game for those of you who want to pick it up for community nights. So if that's something that interests you. And then another one, if any of you know, there's a game on Steam that's been in early access for a few years. And it's called Edge of Eternity. That game is actually coming out in June now, the full release. And it's a very good RPG game. It's got really good reviews on Steam. We'll do a first look at that. I mean, that's probably, if I enjoy that, I'm probably going to do that as a full series because from what it looks a very, very good game. And then, so that's kind of the game side of it. Other than honorable mentions, just the last few things. So reactions, I want to start doing reactions. Going to react to some game trailers, events. So like the next PlayStation conference, the E3 stuff, we'll be watching that kind of together, and you'll be seeing my reactions as I talk about it. Maybe we'll do that as streams. Movie trailers. If the movie really interests me, probably most of that adventure and stuff like that, we'll watch the reactions there. And TV show trailers, so like anything that Disney, Marvel, things like that, TV shows that are coming out in the future, we'll be watching them as a video for the first time reactions. And then I want to get a bit more intricate with reviews, so a bit more detailed reviews after each game. I watch a lot of movies. I do watch a lot of movies. In fact, I've actually recently just watched Godzilla vs. Kong, and I watched Monster Hunter, and I also watched the Dragon one, the Disney one. So maybe we'll. In fact, I'm probably going to review those 3 movies. So yeah, there we go. I've got 3 that I'm definitely going to review. TV shows. Probably do that as like so let's say like when Falcon and Winter Soldier is 2 episodes left, we'll do a thing on that. Maybe I'll do on WandaVision this weekend actually. Maybe I'll dedicate Sunday this weekend to doing reviews on the movies and TV shows. Okay, leave that thought with me. We've got Vikings, things like that I want to do some reviews on. And then tech unboxing. So whenever I get something new, I'd like to do like an unboxing thing. I've got a good setup for it, so it would work really well where I can hand the camera down and open it up and stuff like that. So I'd like to get into some unboxings. I was thinking about maybe starting off with just some like getting a loot crate, and we can open that each month just to see what's in those. So yeah, guys, that's just like it's been a bit of a fairly long video, but I think we were long overdue, honestly, a channel update to let you know where we're all going with this. Like I said, going to start taking things a little bit more serious on YouTube now. So if you do want to subscribe, now's a very good time because there's going to be a lot of content coming. Leave the schedule issue with me. Other thing I want to mention is webcam. We're going to have webcam on for most series now. If you have noticed, we had it on for the Medium. We had it for Dark Souls, things like that. The only reason that we haven't had it on for Assassin's Creed Valhalla is performance. reason, basically. For some reason, it just does not want to perform with a webcam. I don't know why, but if I turn the webcam on, the FPS tanks. Without the webcam on, the FPS is fine. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. But that's the only reason that we don't have the webcam on when it comes to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I was debating getting an SLR camera. SLR? Not SLR, is it? Oh, no, it is SLR. DSLR, that's the one. DSLR. I was debating getting a DSLR camera to see if that would take some load off the computer. But we've got our Patreon goal at the moment, which is to get the Go LXLR, which is going to be £200 goal on there. So what we'll do is we'll wait till we get that, and then maybe we'll set the camera as the next goal. So yeah, that's kind of where we stand at the channel at the moment. Like I said, I'll throw some honourable mentions in now for games that we're going to play. So these will just be like popping up on the screen. So there's a few more games, but these are the ones that I kind of definitely want to play, but don't know when we'll squeeze them in. So the first one is Biomutant. That actually comes out fairly soon, so look forward to that. Judgment, that's kind of a re-release, but it is coming out on PlayStation 5. We've got Ghostwire Tokyo, that really awkward game because now obviously Microsoft own Bethesda, and Bethesda made that game, but it's a PlayStation 5 exclusive or timed exclusive. This one I want to throw out there, Persona 5 Strikers. Now, I've actually got Persona 5 Royal Edition. I've been playing it through myself. It's kind of the game that I play when I'm just chilling, just because of how long it is. But I am debating playing Persona 5 Strikers as a video. But I don't want to do anything until I've finished Royal myself. That way, I mean, I don't think the stories are massively connected. I know it's the same characters and stuff, but I feel like hopefully if I play it off videos myself, Royal, when it comes to Strikers on video, I'll be glad to throw in the little bits that I know about the game. The other ones I want, Bioshock series. I definitely want to go through another playthrough of that with all the DLC. The Uncharted series, which I think is probably my favourite series of all time, and it's just, we only have one thing on the channel. Yeah, we only have one thing on the channel of it, and that's Lost Legacy, which some of the audio and stuff is messed up. So if we do, when we do Uncharted, because we'll definitely be doing that, it will be a full series. So we'll be playing like Uncharted 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Lost Legacy. Alien Isolation, I actually install this game all the time and then uninstall it, but we'll definitely be doing that. That'll probably be our Halloween game. We'll have some cool things going on this Halloween, guys, so stay tuned for that. The Metro Exodus DLC, mostly Sam's story. I want to jump into that. The Monkey Island series, my most favourite series, one of them anyway. I want to play through all of those. That will probably be relatively soon because they're nice short games and they're a lot of fun. Fallout 76, I've heard that they released a roadmap for 2021. So the content on that game is still going, and I've heard a lot of things have improved. So I actually kind of want to jump into that. And then I actually added this on when we talk about it. Ni no Kuni and Ni no Kuni 2. We'll play through those. I don't know when, but I definitely want to play through those. And then the first look, Scarlet Nexus, Crimson Desert, and Returnal. I want to check those out as well. But guys, it's been a long enough video for a channel update. Thanks for watching. If you do have any questions, feel free just to pop them down below and I'll get you updated. You can find information for social media down below. You can find information for the Patreon. All of it would have been popping up during this channel update anyway. But thanks for sticking around, guys. Thanks for all your support. Thanks to the Patreon supporters. Thanks for everyone who just watches the videos. Thanks for everyone who leaves a comment, leaves a like, even if you just click on the video for a few minutes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And onwards to 2021, guys. Let's build a community. Let's grow this channel. Let's get all that content pumped out. And let's just make it a really good year for GigaFlux, our community, and this channel. Have a nice day, everyone, and bye-bye.